Did you watch?
Yeah, it's good. Erev Tov, everyone. Chanukah Sameach. As an introduction to the story of Yosef and his brothers, in this week's parsha of Miketz, which is the prelude to the reconciliation of Yosef and his brothers. Over the past few parshas, the Torah has told us stories about the Shiftei Korah, about the great men of Israel. None of the stories are complementary. But a question arises, why does the Torah tell us that? Why do I have to know the story of Reuven and Bilhah? Why do I have to know the story of Shimon and Levi? Why do I have to know the story of Yehuda and Tamar? But the Torah uses this as a backdrop to what is going to happen between Yosef and the brothers. The Gemara will say, Edrish, that Yosef gave great tochacha. He reproved his brothers over what they did. We don't find in the Torah any reproof that he said. In fact, we find just the opposite. That he did everything in his power to reconcile them to himself, and then not to bear grudges. But the Mefarshim here point out a great lesson. A person does something, and he convinces himself or herself that one is doing it out of very good motives. But the reality is that there's a hidden motive here that is not so good. That is what forces the person to do it. And usually that motive is ego. How the person advances himself, so to speak, in the story. So it's not the objective view of what happened, but it's an understanding of the motivation that drove the person to do it. So let's see the story of Reuven. Reuven is doing it out of the grandest of motives. He's protecting his mother's honor. He doesn't want her to feel insulted. So he has such a noble motive. Shimon and Levi, when they take on the city of Shem, so they say in self-justification to the criticism of their father, Achazona Yases Achasenu. What will we allow our sister to be treated as a harlot, as a prostitute? That such a terrible thing happened to her, and we'll let it pass. So also, they have the highest of motives. Yehuda, his motive is that Tamar shouldn't, that Shelah will marry Tamar, and Shelah will also die. So his behavior here is self-defense. So the Torah tells us all of this because they are protecting their ego, so to speak. And now comes the story of Yosef. So the same people who wanted to protect their mother and who wanted to avenge their sister and who wanted to save tragedy from occurring in the family. When it came to Yosef, they exhibited none of those characteristics. They didn't think about their father. What did they imagine? How Yaakov would have to deal with that? And they didn't deal with the fact that he's their brother. And they didn't deal with the fact that they're blind to the reality of the situation. So because of their behavior with Yosef, their previous behavior now comes into question. Because if it was 100% lishma, so to speak, it was 100% that they want to protect Leah, 100% that they're avenging Dinah, 100% that they're saving Sheila, then they wouldn't behave with their brother this way. They wouldn't inflict this pain upon their father. They wouldn't attempt to kill their own brother. So there was another element present even then. Even in what they thought they were doing right. There was a famous saying of the Bali Musar. Says, that the Rebbeinu Shalom will come to reprove everyone for one's own behavior. So the Bali Musar say he's not going to reprove us for the Averas. The Averas are simple, we see them. He's going to reprove us for the mitzvahs. It's a mitzvah to break up this community. It's a mitzvah to hate this person. It's a mitzvah to do this and this and this. And that's the danger. Danger always lies in good intentions. And so in the Eis Tzara that we are in now, that the Rebbeinu Shalom should help us, that Vayom Imohem should be Bazman Hazeh. So we have to have good intentions. We have to intend to be better people, more tolerant of others, less doctrinaire in our thoughts and behavior, more flexible. Because only out of that can come the reunification of the Jewish people and the fact that all of the Shvatim will unite together in order to accomplish good and great things. Rabbi Chananya ben Akash Omer Rotza Kodesh Baruch Hu L'Zakos Es Yisrael Leficha Chirbo Lahem Torah Mitzvot Shenemar Aranach Chavei Siman Sitko Yaviu Torah V'Yaviu.
Amen.